True prevention, one of my favorite subjects to talk about. Now, I know that I've talked ad nauseum about food is your medicine, about exercise, about supplementation, but this is an addendum to supplementation that is imperative in today's world. We live in an incredibly toxic world today. And one of the things I said on my opening video, which is so true, and I see it every day in my practice, is you think you're healthy, but you're really not. None of us are. I don't care how much you exercise, how alkaline you are, how healthy your food, how many supplements you take. Overall, we are perfused. We are the great repository, as I like to call it, of toxins. And people have said that to me, but I had to see it in my practice to understand the pesticides, the herbicides, the vaccination, all the toxins in foods that we've eaten, in what we've breathed, pollution, what's been in packaging, everywhere. Electromagnetic energy, which is changing the energy in our body in a negative way and altering how easy or it is for us to heal. So it's much more difficult for us to heal nowadays because of all the devices and the lighting and everything that we're surrounded by. But true prevention now is not just about the things that used to keep us safe. Hormones, that's a very essential piece of the puzzle as well. But again, it's not enough in today's world. The reason I added the physico-energetics remedies, as I like to call them, on my website and in my practice is because, and on the website in particular, and guided you in if you look at the supplementation pages, and I told you it's the priority, and I've got all the remedies and step 1, step 2, step 3, what you need to do. Because in order to rid those toxins, you can't just, let's do a big detox. People are detoxing all the time, but you've got to detox correctly in order to get a lot of the toxins out, because they're buried in the deep extracellular space and intracellular and in the fat where the body has stuffed them in order to minimize the toxic sequelae of what's in there. So people think that they don't understand that when something is in your blood, like supplementation, for instance, okay? It doesn't mean that it gets into the cells, because it has to leave the blood supply, the blood vessel, go through the extracellular space and hopefully get into the cell. There's a lot, scarring, there's all sorts of things, dehydration, all sorts of things that go on that keep things from getting through the extracellular space into the cell. And then the cell membrane, if our sugar's too high, if we're stressed and our sugar's too high, we're eating all the sugars and the grains, all those things are glycating our cell membranes. So our cell membranes, it's very difficult for the toxins to get out of the cell and the healthy ingredients to get in, basically, that the cells need. And that's part of what contributes to aging and basically the path, the elevator to the morgue, is that cell membranes being unable to allow things in and out anymore, and so the cells die. They don't get enough oxygen. That's what contributes to increasing your cancer risk. So true prevention now involves, very importantly, in a very deep way, getting rid of toxins. I use a machine in my practice now that's called electroacupuncture by Vole, which helps me, it guides me in some ways to getting, seeing what's buried in people that there's no other way for me to see, and it helps guide me in how to really detoxify them in the best way that any of us know to do, no matter how many juice fast and all sorts of detoxes that we do. It's just not enough. You need energetic remedies. They're a mixture of spagyrics and homeopathics. It's alchemy in many ways, and it's about how energetically active they are. They basically go in and force release of those toxins. So it's essential. You've got to clean your liver, hepatogest, your gallbladder, GB40. Your spleen is inflamed, the whole extracellular space, the fat, which again is the great repository of toxins where the body sticks everything. And if you don't do it in the right order, at the right level, at the right time, then what happens is the body can't rid it. If your lymphatics aren't draining adequately, then your body can't rid it. It recirculates, it goes somewhere else. It can be causing no symptom or a symptom, and then the body stuffs it somewhere else. It'll cause a bigger problem or a bigger symptom. So you have to do it correctly. And on the website in the supplementation section, I've given you the order that's very important. Beside the vitamin D, the omega-3s, the adrenals, the hepatogest, the spectrolite, the drainage milieu, the lymph 1, 2, and 3, all slowly but surely coaxing these things out of the body in a physiologically correct way. And then ultimately you need to find a practitioner who can guide you with the Physica Energetics products, which I find, in my opinion, having used virtually everything on the market, are the ones that give me the best resolution of symptoms, the most expeditiously, and in having spent a lot of time with practitioners that have done this a lot longer than me and are infinitely smarter than I'll ever be. These are the products that they've used. They've used everything intensively. We all continue to look at products on a regular basis. But follow that order sheet, because true prevention is a whole different level of treatment in today's world. You have to do many more pieces of the puzzle, but so you don't get discouraged, anything you do is a step in the right direction. So do anything you can do. It's a journey. Get on the journey for health and beauty, but get on the journey for health and start step one, step through. Do everything you can do. Change your diet. Eat right for your blood type overall. Exercise. Some days we're bad, some days we're good, but overall you're good. Get on the journey. You'll get better and better. You'll do more and more, and you perceive the results. It's imperative in our world today to do more. True prevention. It's because I care about your tomorrow, and your tomorrow being healthy and hopefully the most happy. And this is much more what provides quality longevity. But hormones, bioidentical, correct hormones, are an essential piece of that puzzle as well.